Welcome back to Las Vegas. The World Cup is here and you need to know where you can watch the games. I'm going to highlight some sports books, some sports bars from your favorite casinos, and maybe some that you don't know about. I am going to highlight the best places to watch the World Cup games here in Las Vegas. All right, guys, welcome back to the New York. This is actually one of our favorite places, and I want to highlight Tom's Watch Bar because we've been here before and actually have caught some games here. They actually do have a sign that says that they're going to be showing the World Cup here. It is indoor, outdoor seating. If you're outside on the strip, you'll be able to see it right outside New York. But if you come inside here, they do have an indoor section because, I mean, it's going to be warm outside. They do have a full bar, a pretty big menu of food. It's actually right outside the sports book. And the sports book here to New York is a very small section, but they do have like 5 TVs stacked on top of one another, so you can see multiple games if that's what you're looking for. If I were you and you know you want to come here, look at the schedule, choose a game, look at the menu online. That's usually what Crystal and I do when we plan to eat somewhere. We always look at the menu because we want to know what we're craving and what we can have, and look at the cocktail menu too. Before we head on over, we're actually going to go to the MGM Grand and take the monorail, which is one of our favorite ways to get around Vegas because it'll take you up and down the strip relatively cheap and fast. But before we move on, there it is, the future A's Stadium. It is taking shape. There we go. So it's taking shape now. It's taking the shape of an actual baseball field. It's still hard to imagine that they will be here in 2027, 2028. Can't believe it. I am joined by my special guest today. Boom. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Guest.
Oh, sorry. And the baby. We got to get your steps in, right? So you're helping me today to film.
Today we chose the strip.
Are you excited for the World Cup?
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm usually, I try to keep up the whole time. I actually just got my Mexico jersey in
There you
this
go.
week, so I'm excited.
We're rooting for Mexico. We want
Yes.
Mexico to do well. But after all this, let's see which is our favorite place to catch a World Cup game here on the strip.
So many spots. I'm excited to check all of them out.
Welcome to the MGM Grand. Just quickly going to show you their sports book. I feel like it's so easy to overlook sports books. They tend to be hidden at most casinos. And yeah, this one is slightly bigger than the New York one. There's a Starbucks and a bar here as well. But on a busy day, yeah, this place gets packed. But this one does look a lot better. More seating, a little more open, still relatively small compared to some of the other ones that we've seen. Made it to the monorail station. So the MGM Grand is the furthest southern stop. So like if you're on the south side over by the Mandalay Bay, you got to make your way to the MGM Grand. This is the first station you can get on here on this side. And the last station is actually the Sahara station, which is all the way down on the north side. But there's actually a Westgate station because the Westgate is actually behind Las Vegas Boulevard. And they have one of the biggest sports book, if not the biggest sports book in Las Vegas. That is not including downtown Las Vegas. So you know what? We're making our way to the Westgate station. I highly recommend using the monorail. If you don't know where you want to go, I mean, you can get the 24-hour pass for $15 each. Or in this case, we are using a single ride for $6 each. So to get us to the Westgate station, $12. Way cheaper than a taxi, way cheaper than an Uber, way cheaper than anything other than walking. Welcome back to the Westgate SUPERBOOK. We do have a video on this place, but it's nice to be back to get an update. NFL slots, you can find it right here. It was here last year, I do remember that. And there's also a little food court here, but they are advertising, come watch the World Cup games here, and this might be one of the best places to catch the games, and I'll let you imagine why. Huge screens, private little areas with TVs. Yeah, this is a pretty good spot to watch any game. 2 slices of pizza, a crispy Pepsi, and 20 minutes later from the food court. But the good thing is that there's plenty to watch here. It's actually Game 7, Spurs OKC. All right, you know what? Surprisingly, that pizza was pretty good. Get the Meat Lovers pizza. We did have to wait a while. If you order pizza, you're gonna end up waiting because they make it fresh. But today's actually like a super Saturday, super sports Saturday. The Champions League was this morning. I was live on the For the Win channel, so if you were there, thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe, turn on your noties because I'll be having a lot of watch parties, watch-alongs for the World Cup and for other sports. I do it all the time. So I'm glad we came to check it out. But for the World Cup, I can imagine this is gonna be a pretty good, popular place. It is a little bit off the strip. I mean, it's like a few blocks away. You know what I mean? It's like Las Vegas Boulevard, behind the Fontainebleau, and then it's the Westgate. So if you're staying on the Strip, my best bet is walk here from the Fontainebleau, 10-minute walk, or take the monorail like we did, or obviously a taxi. But this is a vibe. I feel like a lot of locals come here. Chris and I have been here before, and like we you know, you can hear the chatter. There's a lot of locals. I do want to show you few other local spots, because I know the station casinos, really popular for locals. We love the station casinos, and their sports books are really nice. So that's going to be another place where you can actually go check and watch World Cup games, because they did announce it. But Westgate SUPERBOOK, I approve. I really like it here. Back on the Strip, before we go any further, check out the Hard Rock Las Vegas. Massive. This is going to be one of the best views in all of Las Vegas. These rooms right here, there you go, because it's situated right in the middle of where Las Vegas Boulevard starts to turn towards the east. Boom, that way. North, east, south, west. Those views down the Strip, you see it clear. You'll be able to see the Strat very clearly down that way, but from this angle, you'll be able to see the boulevard straight down this way. So I'm very excited to check out the sports book here. Maybe they have a few sports bars and lounges. We don't know what it's gonna look like, but this is the guitar tower for the Hard Rock coming next year. All right, if you happen to be on the south end of the Strip, we're actually across the Park MGM and the City Center, which is like the Aria. They do have an ADIDAS store here if you are looking for some World Cup merch, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be seeing a lot of people rocking their soccer jerseys. So let's go see what kind of merch they have for the World Cup inside the ADIDAS store. And I'm also pretty sure they have a Nike store as well if you're interested. Maybe I think like Caesar's Palace has a Nike store. You can always look it up. But for now, let's check out this ADIDAS store. So just as you would expect, they have a lot of the jerseys here: Argentina, Mexico, Colombia, Portugal, France, Algeria, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, a little bit of everything. Shoes as well. It is 2 floors, but this is a pretty good spot to get your jerseys. They have all the accessories you might need for the World Cup. I did buy my Trionda ball already. I don't know if there's going to be any controversy around the soccer ball this year, the World Cup ball, the match ball. So let's see, but I really like the design. It's really nice. You guys know the footballs are iconic when it comes to the World Cup, because there are different designs every World Cup. If you go upstairs, they also have these really cool retro. I mean, I love the style they're doing. They're bringing back like older flair, 80s, 90s flair, because you know some of the jerseys used to have this neck, this crew neck like that. They have this one here, but this one is CDMX, La Ciudad de Mexico, where the Aztecas at, the Black Stars. I think this is Ghana. I'm not sure, but I mean, I know the Black Stars is a thing of Ghana, so that's really cool. $90. And I think these are really cool. So they have this line. The last time the World Cup was played in the US, it was actually '94. If I'm not mistaken, the finale, the final, was played at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. But this is I love this logo. I was a wee lad. I don't remember that one. But you have this sweater here. You have this zip up here, very nice. And they have a t-shirt as well with that, and then it has this kind of like crazy stuff on the back of it. But there you go. You can find all of this at the ADIDAS store right here on the Strip. All right, welcome to the Ling Promenade, sandwiched between the Ling Hotel and Casino and the Flamingo. And at the very end, you'll find a high roller. The reason why we're here, there are some really fun places here. Restaurants, for the most part. Restaurants that show sports, obviously, because they have screens. Chayo Mexican Kitchen and Tequila Bar. They're showing the match right now. They're showing boxing as well. And Game 7. O'Shea's is a very low-key place. It's an Irish pub. They have some drinking games in there and a few slot machines, but they also have TVs that you can catch the game on. You'll also find the Tilted Kilt Irish pub. We actually saw UFC fights here a very, very long time ago. Very cool place. And they have the, what's this? And they have Virgil's Barbecue. They have TVs on the outside. So essentially, if you're looking for a shortcut and for a place to eat where there's TVs, outdoor area, look at that bar right there. Promenade here at the Link, you can find a lot of that. If you are feeling a little bougie and you got money to spend, we're over at the brand new Lisa Vanderpump Boutique Hotel. They have a very, very small sports book. You'll find it at the very back of the hotel, casino actually. But look at this, it's pretty cool. They almost look like projections, but these are some very bright, clear LED screens. There is seating here, a little limited, very, very small. But they do have a lounge here. There's another lounge with live music over there. The lighting, this is our first time checking it out. It just opened this weekend. What do you think?
It is a very dim lighting, but I don't mind it. I love it.
Yeah, it's dark in here, but that's how I think a lounge should be. So like the casino, it's giving those vibes.
Okay.
Giving those vibes. You know what? I'm gonna do the Koozie P special. When I hit 1,000 subscribers on the For the Win channel, I'm gonna do the Lucky Box live.
Do it.
You do? You agree with that?
Let's do it.
Heck yeah. Lucky Box. We've done it with Koozie P already twice, my brother. 1,000 subscribers on the For the Win channel, and I will do this live. I will get a sports card live. So subscribe, share this channel with all your sports friends, all of that. You on board?
Road to 1K. Let's go.
Go for the win. 1K. All right, guys. Welcome to downtown Las Vegas. We are here at the Circa. This is probably one of the coolest, if not honestly, the best place to catch any sporting event. Circa has one of the largest bars. It's called the Mega Bar. It's inside on the first floor. But they also have the largest sports book. I don't know how tall this thing is. What is that, like 4 stories? 4 floors of just LEDs and screens for you to catch all the big games. This is the view from the second floor. So of course there are some machines that you can kind of hang out at. I'm pretty sure you'll find waitresses that will walk up to you offering you a drink. And this overlooks the first floor. So we're on the second floor. And not to mention Stadium Swim, which is actually the coolest place here at Circa. This is probably the coolest place to catch any sporting event. So you have the sports book downstairs, indoors, but at the very top of the casino, you have Stadium Swim. It is located at the Circa as well. I believe it is free for hotel guests. Otherwise, you have to pay a ticket. It might be like $25. I'm not exactly sure. But they have 6 pools, all heat controlled, open 365 days, and they will be showing the World Cup games on their large screen. It's over 40 feet tall. It makes a lot more sense if you're in a group to rent a day bed or a cabana, but I highly, highly recommend Stadium Swim. Add that to the top of your list to catch any sporting event in Vegas. I do have to give an honorable mention to Tailgate Beach Club. This is actually over at the Mandalay Bay. It just opened up literally a few weeks ago. We haven't had a chance to visit. I believe it's free, 21 and over. Just double check on their website. But they are promoting the World Cup games here. So if you're on the south end, if you're on the Strip, I would suggest checking this place out. Maybe you can't make it to downtown, but they're only open Thursdays through Sundays. Check it out. We're at Beerpark here at the Paris. This is on the second floor, overlooking the Strip. It is outdoors, but they have some amazing screens, plenty of food and drink options. This is a great place for the World Cup. Great vibes up here. To be honest, this might be one of my favorite places to watch anything sports, because the bars are huge. Great selection of drinks. Look at this. Rock'em and sock'em. And right now when the sun goes down, it feels immaculate. Great place up here. So there you have it. These are some of the best places to watch the World Cup in Las Vegas. There are so many restaurants, pubs, and sports books where you can also see them. But if I missed any, what are your favorite, or where will you be watching? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and I will be live for a lot of these games, so make sure you follow along on the watch parties. Follow our main channel for everything Vegas and all that fun stuff. But if you're into sports, cards, and collectibles, you're at the right place. My name is Chris, and make sure you always go for the win. I'll see you guys in the next video.